Okay, we say what's the fault. The fault is let's say broken screen. Say broken screen. Okay, so if it has been sent to for repair, you can put the company it has been sent to repair to, or if and the company address. Also, then this is the damage status. The damage status, it can be active, it can be resolved, or it can be quarantined. Okay, you can quarantine that item, so you can quarantine it so that we are no longer using it. Okay, so if we want to quarantine it, we'll quarantine it. If we want to leave the damage active and then send it for repair, we put the company we are sending it to and all of that, and then we'll click save. Okay, so it's going to reduce this quantity now from this particular item. This scanning machine is going to reduce quantity 1, okay, and then put it into damage. Okay, so if we come to this damage, we can see all damages. We can also see items that are quarantined. Okay, this is a quarantined item. Crane washer is quarantined, so it's no longer in use. If we put active damage, you can see my active damage. If I select active damage, which is the item that I just entered now, scanning machine, which is damaged. Okay, so if I select active damage, I can see that this thing. If I also select resolved, these are damages that were resolved. So when you resolve a damage, it's going to relieve your damage inventory and go back to the active and usable inventory. So that's what happens when items are being resolved. So it will go back to your inventory from the system. Okay, so this is your vendors. Okay, this one shows your vendors. Okay, this shows your vendor. Once you select a vendor, if you select a vendor and then you tick, if you select a vendor and then you tick his supply log, if you click his supply log, it's going to show you all of the items that vendor has supplied you people. Okay, you can see this soap drugs, this soap chemical. Remember, I said I bought it from Orange Drugs. So once I select Orange Drugs, I select his supply log. Okay, it's going to show me all of his supply log of that particular vendor. Okay, so this is what you can be able to do on this module. Okay, remember, I went to inventory entry, I created an item, I updated an item, I go to issuer, I issued it from my warehouse to another location, which is PH branch, and then I'm also able to update my, this is summary, I'm talking about summary of this model. Okay, I'm able to update my inventory, maybe update the location or update the calibration information or the size or anything like that. Or I can also come here and do in the inventory manager, I can return an item back to my warehouse, or I can record damages and items that are damaged. Then we say the vendors, we can see all of our vendors, and then we can see their history, their supply log, everything that they have been supplying us. Okay, so we can do all of that from here. At the tools, we can go to, if we go to tools, we can see our issue history. So what we have been issuing, we can see it from here. We can see our issue history, that's item issue history. So what have we been issuing out from our warehouse? If we come to issue history, we can see that. Okay, if I select today, I will see that soap chemical that I issued to PH branch. You can see it. So I can see it, I issued it to PH branch. You can see that. Okay, I can also select date range from a particular date to a particular date. Okay, so you can see that from your issue history. You can also see your purchase history, what you have been purchasing and who you have been purchasing it from. Okay, if I select today, you can see this is what we purchased today. This is the item we purchased today. Okay, I can also select a vendor and check what we have purchased from that vendor. I can select an invoice number. If I put an invoice number, it is going to show me everything we purchased on that invoice. If I select a vendor, it's going to show me. If I select a vendor, or you can see if I select Orange. Okay, if I select Veroni is a vendor. This is everything that we have bought from Veroni, and then the date that we even purchased it, the purchase date, the quantity, the cost price, and all of the unit price and all of that. Okay, so you can do that from the purchase history. Okay, so that's that. We can also check our item out of stock, the items that are out of stock that need restocking. We can still see it from the tools. Okay, we also have items that are due for maintenance or due for calibration. If I click it, it's going to show me items that are due for maintenance or calibration. Okay, so that's if you have item in your warehouse that's require servicing from time to time, so it's going to keep record of that for you as well. So that's that for asset inventory. We have other inventory where you record other inventories. Okay, you're able to record other inventories that if you want to use the software, some people also do everything in the other page. So you can, it's almost the same thing. It's almost the same thing. The only thing is just to categorize different kind of inventory. So this is consumables. It's still the same thing. You can come to item issuer and issue item, and you have your inventory entry where you create your inventory. You also have your branch inventory, okay, where it gives you a spreadsheet of all the entire items that you have. Okay, and then you have inventory manager where you return and also do damage tracker, and then you also have vendors. Okay, just like we have on the other side. Okay, so this one is for consumables. You also have expiring dates and manufacturing dates, the issued items, item that you issue. So you also have that. You also have all of the things that we have on the other side. We also have them here. Okay, this for demonstration purpose, so I might not be going into detail of everything. Okay, so in the proper training we can go through everything in details. Okay, so we have custom reports. I can create these custom reports allow me to select any table and run a report on it. So I can select inventory table, items table, okay, and select let's say the serial number, I add, and then the item name, the quantity. So this allow you to generate any kind of reports that you want. So I can create all of this thing and print it. Okay, so this can give me, I can create it, and then let's say it's inventory reports. Okay, so it's just a custom report. It allows you to do any kind of report you want on the system. Let me just use do PDF to print it. Okay, okay, so I can be able to print out a report like this. You can see inventory reports. That's a custom report. This report is not it's not predefined in the system, so I can I can do that actually. Okay, I can create whatever kind of report that it is that I want on it. So that's what this custom report does. So I can do a report for vendor. I can just select vendors, okay, and their name, just vendor's name, vendor name, that's company name. I just say vendor's phone number, I add, and then their email, I add. Okay, so whatever it is that I need, their address, I add. So whatever it is that I need, I can just do, and then I click print, and I'm able to print it. So that's what the custom report builder does for you. Okay, we have inventory issue log, which brings you back to items that you have been issuing. Okay, items that you have been issuing out from your inventory. So it gives you a log. So at every particular day, you know what went out of your inventory and then what came in. Okay, what came in will be your purchase history. Through purchase history, you can get that, and then what went out is your issue log. That's what you have issued. Okay, we have damage tracker, which shows us the damage tracker, which brings us back to the damage tracker. Okay, it brings us back to this place. I've explained the damage tracker to you. Okay, we have the asset summary. This is a page that gives you a summary of your stock position. Okay, the summary of your stock position, so you are able to see it from here, and then you are also able to search in. You can search in a location, you can search in a particular location. Let's say PH branch, you can search an inventory in that particular location. Okay, so this gives you that flexibility to be able to search in